Hey everybody, Tyler Salick here at Northeast Music Center in Dixon City, Pennsylvania. And today I'm excited to show you guys the latest release from Mesa Boogie amplifiers. New to the Mark series lineup, succeeding the Mark V is the new Mark VII amplifier. The Mark VII is the latest and greatest in the Mark series and features a whole lot of technology and a whole lot of new features that so much when they were prototyping for what was to be the Mark VI, they felt the need to actually skip over it and go on to the Mark VII. So, brief overview of everything here. This is a 90 watt Simul-Class powered amp. It could do 90 watts, 45 watts, 25 watts in each channel. 3 separate channels, all foot switchable as well as switchable on the face of the amp. And each channel has its own modes, 3 separate modes per channel. So, similar in nature to the Mark V, but a little bit updated. So channel 1 has a clean, fat, and crunch mode, so you can get your clean tones all the way to your crunchy rhythm tones. Channel 2 has fat, crunch, and the new Mark VII mode, which the new Mark VII mode has a ton of gain on tap. It's a great soaring lead sound. And then channel 3 is what I like to call the greatest hits of classic boogie circuits. It starts with the Mark II-B lead sound, the Mark II-C+, which everybody is known to love and is a very historically significant amplifier, and also the Mark IV. Each channel has a gain, master, volume, a presence, treble, mid, bass, so that's all very familiar in the world of Mesa Boogie. It also comes equipped with the 5-band graphic EQ that is legendary with these amplifiers. And the graphic EQ is actually able to be turned on and off per channel, and that is also foot switchable if you're doing that as well. It's got reverb, tube-driven reverb. That's a spring reverb box right in the amp, as well as a tube-driven effects loop. The reverb can be turned on and off per channel as well, which is very useful, as well as the effects loop. The exciting things about this amplifier, aside from the new Mark VII and the Mark II-B modes, is it is fully MIDI capable. So if you run a MIDI multi-effects floorboard, or a lot of your effects are MIDI controlled, this amp can handle all the different switches, including switching your channels with MIDI. It's also got a 7-pin foot switch if you want to keep the classic foot switch on it. And the foot switch is a 6-button, one for each channel, and then one for the reverb, the effects loop, and the 5-band EQ. And then my favorite part about this, which I think a lot of people who do a lot of home recording are going to be excited about, is that it features the cab clone IR DI out. And each channel, you are able to select one of 8 different Mesa Boogie cabs that were recorded by the 2 Notes captures from a few years back. Very excited to have this amp in the store. These are going to be available day of launch, with the head coming in at $34.99 and the combo, which you see here, coming in at $37.99. Let's check out some of the sound examples on this amplifier, starting with the clean. Okay, so that was the clean sound for this amplifier. Did a little bit of a mix of everything just to give you guys some sound demos. Next we're going to go into channel 2, check out the fat and the crunch in the new Mark VII mode. Okay, and now that we checked out channel 2, we're going to move into channel 3. Check out the new Mark II B mode and then the classic 2C Plus in the Mark IV mode. And that is the Mesa Boogie Mark VII in a very small nutshell. There's a lot to be explored in this amplifier. I'm excited to hear what some people are thinking about this and hear some of the sounds that are going to be coming out of this amp. There's tons and tons and tons and tons of parameters and adjustability to really squeeze out every last sound you can out of this amplifier. Like I said, I'm really excited for people who record at home to use the cab clone right out with it. It's got an internal reactive load, so you don't even need to have a speaker connected to use that. And there's also a headphone out as well as a dry line recording. So if you wanted to use this for reamping purposes, it has a dry line out as well. Mesa Boogie Mark VII, now available at Northeast Music Center. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.